So Lindsey, how is the market? What's happening?
Man, we had I was on call this past weekend.
Right.
And we had a very, very busy market. And you and I were chatting about before the meeting here, looking at the numbers, especially detached homes, which are now in the mid twos.
Yeah, that's scary.
What's going on here?
I don't know if it's pent-up demand. I don't know. It's just slowly been gathering all year as we go. Every meeting we talk, there's a little bit more. It seems like there's activity. There's activity in this range. But when we look at absorption rates and see single-family houses in the mid-twos, middle-high twos, that's scary because how many of those houses are priced over 600?
Well, that's just it. So if we know that houses over 600 have been slower, then the stuff that's under that, it has to be flying off the shelves. And I would say that's almost in a seller's market territory right now. So, but with the right pricing. Now, we had some homes, I dealt with a few homes that were over $1 million this weekend, and over 700 that had multiple offers on them. And so I think people are starting to get the clue and price right. And I think that, like you said about pent-up demand, people were afraid, but they were still getting new job placements. They were planning on moving, changes in family situation, and now they were holding off on buying before. Spring has sprung, and now they got the itch.
And they've got the itch, and oil's not doing great, but it's continuously inching, and we hear lots of talk that the bottom is past.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Canadian dollar.
Yeah,
let's a lot better.
Yeah, let's have a look at the numbers
on
that. Oil has rallied. It's up to 45.92 at the start of the opening market here. That's versus 43.73 last week. In terms of Canadian dollar, it's up slightly, but right around the 80-cent mark, 79.65.
Yeah. And good time to travel, good time to buy money. If you're, what's happening through the summer, nobody knows.
Yeah.
But with what's happening in the Middle East and everything, I don't see oil taking a big jump. I don't know why it's where it is.
They say that it's because of the U.S. production numbers seem to be slowing, but I mean the reality here is that Iran and the Saudis are still pumping out oil like you wouldn't believe. So I don't know. I don't know where it's all going to go.
I have no idea.
I'm not the smartest person in the room on this one, so I think we'll just kind of wait and see. But no one's really able to predict this stuff. It's pretty volatile these days, up and down. So
talked to my kids on the weekend, both in the oil industry and service, and said, okay, is oil helping your business? And they're sitting there, well, we got some stuff happening, but nobody's really moving forward on anything.
Yeah.
So they're sitting back waiting for it to rise a little bit and stabilize.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. I think a lot of people feel like it's bottomed out, which is probably driving consumer confidence.
Yeah, for sure. And confidence numbers, active listings in Calgary this week, 6486, as you could see, down 6 from last week. That's nothing, but we look at the different segments of the market, and when we look at Red Deer as well, they're up 15 listings from last week to 649. So,
well, there's a lot of new listings coming on, which means that the sales are offsetting it.
And here we are. It's the second of the month, so we had a bunch of expireds on the weekend, as a rule.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it down just 6. So. But the buyers are out there. They're active. I know CIR sales for the month are up over last year, so that's a good positive sign.
Yeah, about 10.5%. So,
yeah, that's good. Interesting to see what the board comes out with later today. And with their stats package.
In terms of absorption rates and months of inventory, Calgary's sitting at a total of 3.53 months of inventory. Single-family homes are killing it right now. On the good side of a buyer's market, moving towards a seller's market of 2.71 months. And condos, obviously still in buyer's market, tons of inventory out there for condos, 6.18 months of inventory.
And that's what's holding the market down right now and making it look unnecessarily slow.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say. So keep an eye on that. Be careful when you're pricing condos that you don't get sucked into the 2.71 inventory.
The absorption rate, the months
The
of inventory
absorption
there.
rate, yeah. Don't get sucked in on that. Price your product accordingly.
Yeah,
You know, make sure they see this 6.18 number.
yeah, it's very
So-
important. Sellers got to be very realistic with condos.
Yeah, for sure.
Surrounding areas.
So we move on with surrounding areas, and we see Okotoks staying stable.
Yep.
Cochrane, pretty close to stable, a little improvement. Good for you.
Keep going, keep going. I'm listing my
going.
house, so
Anybody looking for a house with a big backyard?
huge
Hey?
backyard.
Huge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Give Lindsey a call for sure. Red Deer at 4.11. Their balanced market is about 3.5, isn't it?
It is.
Isn't that where they
Yeah.
kind of pull into that? So
Yeah.
seeing that. Airdrie, 3.55, which, you know, when you see the number from last week at 3.93, it's hard to see something move that much in a week.
Yeah.
But again, we're talking end of the month, a few expired, quite a
Yep.
few sales.
Yep.
They're in that right price range that's moving.
You bet.
So that's pretty good. And Strathmore at 5.32, down from 2.5 years at the beginning of the year.
Man, it was almost 3 years for Strathmore. Yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
2.5 years. It was insane. Strathmore wins most improved community rate
think so.
this year for 2016 so far. As far as the benchmark price goes for Calgary, no change yet. That's going to be updated today. Krebs is going to be doing the new split stats package today, so I'm really interested to see how that looks, separating out the surrounding communities. So for those of you that are in the outlining communities, Strathmore, Okotoks, Cochrane are going to get much better data now. So we look forward to seeing how that looks.